freedom ain't free, right? I wanted freedom. I was a caged animal at that car dealership, okay? Like literally a caged animal. For all my car salespeople out there, I love y'all, okay? But I want you to know you're just caged, man. You're an animal. They got you in a box and they're keeping you there for 13, 14, 15 hours a day. Like it's crazy. There's a whole big world out there, giant world out there, and you're stuck on the lot pounding the pavement. Anyway,
It's legit.
I was a caged lion for 6 years. And when I got out, even though I was failing, I was free. I was free to fail. You know what I mean? I'd rather fail free than, be successful as a slave.
Yeah. Valid.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So anyway, that's what it was. I was like, and freedom ain't free. I'm like, I'm going to put in the work, the time, the effort. I'm going to figure this out. And I burned the ship.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going back. Not happening. Anyway.
Love that.
So that's why I was curious as to for your journey, but yours was a little bit more strategic than that. Okay, so let's talk about real quick. You went from 80 to 390, single year. That's crushing it, man. I love that. Now, talk to me about some of the AI tools that you're using to automate the job search process. How can job seekers, we have a large audience of job seekers that listen to this show, how can they use and automate their job search process to really help them, capitalize on some of the opportunities that are out there?
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy to share a few. All this, especially when I was just doing this for myself at the beginning, was just trial and error and testing what was out there. And of course, the AI is such a hot topic, but there's like caution for just the overhype. So it's like, where is it actually going to be useful and not just trying to use AI to use AI?
Right.
The two main places we find AI really helpful in the job search where it genuinely moves the needle is in optimizing resumes and LinkedIn's and in the actual applying part, because in like our framework for how to be successful, it's two-part, right? Like, how do you increase your conversion rate of how, like, for every 10 jobs you apply to, or every 100 jobs you apply to, what percent are going to respond?
Right.
You dial that by a lot of people, if you're pretty familiar, will understand what the ATS is.
Right.
Applicant tracking system. Essentially, super simplified, what keywords are in the job posting, what keywords are in your resume. Does the robot think that you're a high likelihood to fit because a lot of those words are the same? And then they put you on page 1 versus page 30 when the recruiter's clicking through. That's it in a nutshell. So using some AI tools, Resume Worded is a really great, that's the one we use internally.
Resume Worded.
Yes,
okay, cool.
resumeworded.com. It's a tool that we white label, but anyone can access it for resume and LinkedIn optimization.
Nice.
So that's a really fantastic tool. There's a bunch of others out there that claim to do the same thing. We've just found very, very good success with this one. And we treat everything, and I would encourage everyone to treat it very data-driven. What's cool about that tool is it will give you a score out of 100 in terms of how's your resume scoring. And then it's like, how's your resume scoring in comparison to the exact type of job you're applying to.
Right.
So you can make sure that, and it's not going to be perfect, but it's a good litmus test for.
Well, I like that. I'm curious. I'm going to have to test it out for LinkedIn because I actually went and took the time to do it, but I created prompts for ChatGPT for each section of your LinkedIn profile using your resume data. So it takes your resume data and really crafts a story and optimizes your all the written portions.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what this tool does. I mean, it might be even easier. You might just put in your resume and then it's like.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because mine is more manual. You go each individual part, copy paste, into ChatGPT, and then it gives you the result, right? So it's probably a little bit more manual.
And the tough part about that, what you're describing, is that you don't really you're relying on your own judgment on if it's good or not. Like, what's great about this tool is because it's just a quantified score. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, okay, and it will underline specifically which parts of it are decreasing your score, so you know exactly what to fix and change.
That's cool. So it'll kind of give you some insight in there as well. So, guys, you got to use AI to your advantage. You got to use technology. This is why I've been so successful in helping the job seeker community, is because I look at it from an entrepreneurial lens and use technology because they're going to use technology to weed you out. Like, they're going to use AI to shrink the pool.
Absolutely. It's
And
a filter.
it's a filter. And matter of fact, I got some news on that. So there's a lot of companies. So LinkedIn is testing an advanced tool. It's an AI-powered job matching system. Indeed has something called Pathfinder. It's a new AI tool that they're building. But there's also tools for job seekers like Career Flow, AI Apply. I mean, there's lots of different stuff out there you got to take a look at. And if you're not, you're just, again, you're just falling behind.